In this video, we're going to be using a graphing utility to graph x squared plus y squared equals 9, and then we're going to sketch the graph. So this is the equation of a circle. Now our first step in being able to graph an equation on our graphing utility is to solve for y. So that's going to be our first step. X squared plus y squared equals 9. So we want to get the y by itself. So we're going to begin by subtracting an x squared to each side. And this will leave us with y squared equals a negative x squared plus 9. Then we need to get rid of our square that's attached to the y, so we're going to square root both sides. And that's going to leave us with a y equals. And remember, when we take a square root, that leaves us with a positive and a negative. So we'll have the square root of negative x squared plus 9. So when we put this into our graphing utility, we're going to put the equation in one time as a positive and one time as a negative. So if we look at our graphing utility and we go to our y equals, we're going to go ahead and plug in, let's put in our positive first. So here we'll put in our square root of negative x squared plus 9. Then on the second portion, we'll put in a negative square root of x squared plus 9. And we're going to hit graph. Oh, so it looks like we've done something wrong. So let's go back to our y equals. Now, if we look at our equation, we'll see that we have forgotten the negative sign in front of that x squared, and that's going to change everything. It's important to make sure that you still write that on the inside. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that in there. And now when we hit graph, we've got, it looks kind of like an oval, but we know that it's supposed to be a circle. So when we graph a plus or minus equation, we need to use the square window in Zoom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit the Zoom button, and we're going to hit square, which is our fifth option down. So we're going to hit square. And now we're going to get the circle that we know that we should have. So now we're going to go ahead and make that sketch. So it looks like our radius is a radius of 3. So we will go out 3 places. Then we will draw our half circle. So our center was at 0, 0. Then we'll go out 3 places in the negative and draw our half circle. And it might not be the best sketch circle. That's what's great about a sketch. And so here we have graphed our circle. So again, it's important to remember that when you're taking the square root, you have to graph the positive and the negative unless it tells you otherwise. And when you graph a plus or minus equation, you need to use the square window in the Zoom function. So that's a big deal as well.